By now, everybody in the country has seen the high-priced ads paid for by BP saying that the Gulf States beaches are clean and safe. That's not true. Let me take you along the beach on February the 9th, 2011. As I walked along the tide line and looked, I found that familiar brown stain that was there earlier in the year. There were tiny balls of tar or dispersed oil scattered throughout the sand. As the waves rolled in and out, I thought back to another trip to this same location in October. This is the site today, and this is the site back in October. As the waves come in and return, there's new little balls of dispersed oil being left on the beach with every wave. The tide itself had a pinkish orange look, not healthy at all. Farther out in the Gulf we could see discolored water, pinkish orange looking, just like we saw back in June and July. It had that same color. The beach is covered again. This is what we're now calling the BP Highway down Fort Morgan Peninsula. If you look closely at the side of the highway, it's covered with dispersed oil balls as far as the eye can see. These little orange flags were sticking up along the beach. I'm not sure what they indicate, but they seem to be in the heaviest impacted areas. There were blue ones, there were green ones, there were orange ones, there were red ones. None of them really made a lot of sense. This is the beach on October the 4th, and this is the beach today. It actually seemed to be a little cleaner back in October, telling me that this is a new deposit. These new dispersed oil patties have come in recently. Some of them sticking up out of the sand looked almost artistic. They almost looked sculpted until you looked at the whole beach in totality. For miles, as far as you can see, there's nothing beautiful about this. There's nothing artistic about this. Our beaches are not clean, they're not safe. No matter what you're being told in other parts of the country, come and look for yourselves, you're being lied to. I dug about a foot deep in many places along the beach, and I got dispersed oil balls as far down as I could dig. The tide rolled in, bringing more. Just like the tide, the dispersed oil balls seem to come and go from east to west as far as you could see. These are no longer the sugar white beaches of Alabama. They had been replaced by a dirty brown mess with a path cut through the middle of it by BP's equipment. It appeared to me, though, that only where the condos and hotels were is there any real cleaning going on. The Bon Secours Natural Wildlife area is left pretty much like it was. Bon Secours is an area that would normally draw photographers and birders from all over the world. The signs at the entrance to the beach are confusing. The ADEM sign says the bacteria count is safe, while the sign next to it says not to come in contact with the oil. How do you not come in contact with the oil when it's everywhere? This is what BP calls oil spill response. We're going to use minnow nets to clean up miles of Alabama's beaches. I was here on this beach July the 4th, and this is what it looked like. I was here again in October, where I met a man and photographed his stomach after he came out of the water with brown oil spots all over his stomach. I was here again in February, and in my opinion, the only thing that's changed about this water is that there's nobody swimming in it. It's still dirty, and in my opinion, still dangerous. Why is it so hard for this government and BP just to come clean with us and tell us, yeah, we still got a problem, be careful? Why are we being kept in the dark? No, America, our beaches are not clean. Our beaches are not safe. I'm not a scientist, and I'm certainly not a lawyer, but I wouldn't let my children go swimming in this water. I myself wouldn't recommend eating seafood caught in this water. Wake up, America, you're being lied to.